gentlemen, welcome to Utah Military Academy Camp Williams for tonight's athletic contest. We welcome our guests from Monticello High School and wish all players good luck in tonight's game. Both schools are members of the Utah High School Activities Association and support the statewide sportsmanship program Raise the Bar. Sportsmanship does matter, and we ask for your support in demonstrating respect for the game and all the participants by refraining from negative cheers, chants, or behavior. Do rowdy right. Utah Military Academy would like to thank our sponsors, Guzzle Soda Shack, located at 3777 West, 2150 North in Lehigh, and Chick-fil-A. Please stand for the presentation of the color guard by UMA Camp Williams Junior ROTC cadets and the playing of our national anthem.
It's Friday Night Lights on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live. Join us this fall as we feature live San Juan and Monticello football. Now we send you live to the field for tonight's action. Welcome to Friday Night Lights on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live.
All right, and we welcome you to high school Friday Night Lights football, Monticello and UMA Camp Williams. We're going to send you over to Coach Anderson's conversation. Be back with the kickoff on 92.7. All right, David Boyle here with Coach Reed Anderson. We're under the Thursday Night Lights, Coach. Good way to start the season, orange and black game. Tell us just your thoughts on that. You guys do this inter-squad scrimmage to start the year. What did you see from your boys this opening game or scrimmage, whatever you want to call it?
Biggest thing we saw were kids that have been working hard in the off season in the weight room. It was very evident with their speed and their power and just the movements of their body, which ones had been in there and working their tails off and which ones hadn't. And those kids really shined today. It was kind of a testament that if you're in there and working hard, that good things will come your way. And it was really nice to see that. And for other kids to be like, to see it and be like, oh yeah, that if I want to be like that, I'm going to have to start working. So that was probably my biggest highlight of the night for those things.
Well, that's awesome. Like you say, I mean, you do all this work in the off season and get ready to showcase it. And so these kids got that chance tonight. And like you say, showed where they're at and opportunity for growth. Let's talk about the season up ahead. You guys last year, it's the first time you haven't made the title game in 8-player football. Of course, you had a really tough schedule playing some Colorado teams, and Milford came in and was quite an explosive team. So where do you feel like you guys figure in as you start this new season?
It's going to be, that was, I think we got a little bit complacent as coaches and players and the program as a whole that, hey, we probably could just deserve to be there. And that was a good wake-up call to be like, you still have to put a lot of effort in to make it back there. And I think there's a lot of kids that have put in a lot of mental training. I mean, we can take Cash Young, who had to start that playoff game, that semifinal game against Milford. And from that game to tonight, he is very much in command of the offense. As I stood out there reffing that game, I did not have to give him suggestions, and he was very much in command of what protections he wanted. He'd align his running backs where he wanted them for protection calls, and that is something that shows me he's mastered what we're trying to accomplish when I can kind of give him the reins and let him make those choices to what he sees and to best fit what the team needs in the last moment. And so things like that, we've had quite a few players develop that mental capacity of studying and understanding what we're trying to do. And that has been a focus this year, is training us mentally to what's our task. We're not worrying about the outcome. We're worrying about the moment and the task at hand. What skills do I need to develop to accomplish my task and kind of let the score take care of itself? And we've seen quite a few kids do that tonight.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. We mentioned you mentioned Cash, and I kind of like to go through position by position or position group. So again, he's sounds like he's taken on that mental load and figured out the planning and the dissecting part of the game. How do you feel like he's looking physically coming into this year?
Pretty good. I think he's kind of realized I can be a runner, and he's got a lot of fast receivers out there. So leaving him by himself with the line means he can get away. He's much more nimble that way. And so we can use our speed a lot more. We don't have, we lose people like Tommy Morrison or Tavin, some of our other bigger linemen. And so this year's going to have to be a lot more use our speed, use our size, our small size to kind of get where we want to go. And we have a lot of guys that can fit that role with Brant Mack and Cash Mack and Miles, Jackson Breedlove. We've got quite a few kids that can fulfill that speed role, and even with all of them out there. And I think that has helped, and Cash can get away from guys in the backfield and make throws. He does really good on the run. He likes to throw on the run. And so our goal has also been for our receivers, hey, you need to make good cuts and good routes. And we're starting to see that. We saw some kids tonight make some really good stems on their routes and get wide open for some good, easy balls for the quarterback to make. So that all has been very good to see.
Yeah. You talk about that receiving core and that speed, of course. Cousins, Brant Mack, and Cash Mack, they were part of that 4x1 team that took second to say they got a ton of speed. And it's been good to see. So he'll be throwing balls to them. Who else is going to be passing to?
Well, of course, Arturo, and he's obviously a guy. He's our utility guy. He can play running back. He can play receiver. He can play tight end. He can kind of go anywhere you need. And you saw that tonight. We put him in a lot of different situations because of his speed and his size and his strength. He also has a very good command.
All right, our thanks to Coach Anderson. Our apologies to you, the listener, for not being able to hear that full conversation. Aired it on the Red Rock Morning Show earlier this week, so you'll be able to listen to that in full another time. But we're ready for kickoff. Monticello is going to receive as they play Utah Military Academy, Camp Williams. And here is the opening boot, back deep. Cash Mack picks it up at the 15-yard line. Mack heads to the left and looking to find that edge. He's going to get there, cut back at the 50, and to the 40, still going. Cash Mack taking the opening kick all the way in for a touchdown. Monticello strikes first, returning the kick. Cash Mack for the touchdown. Monticello up 6-0. Great running from Mack, good downfield blocking. Of course, we know he has great speed, but then some good finding some gaps in the open field, and Monticello is up 6-0 here in the first quarter. Glad you've joined us on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live. I'm David Boyle, getting you this game this evening here in Westlake, at Westlake High School in Saratoga Springs, as Monticello playing Utah Military Academy at Camp Williams. So they're just down the road and here at this lovely facility at Westlake. Turf facility for the Buckaroos, so we might see speed helping kids out. And low snap, but it's handled by Gutierrez. Kick is up and through for John Lieber. So Monticello is up 7-0 with just 2 plays. They've scored twice. And that's how you like to start the season. If you're Coach Anderson, he talked about in that interview that speed was going to be key for Monticello, as this is a big Camp Williams team. Looking at their roster, they've got a couple of kids. They've got one kid, 345 pounds, senior offensive defensive lineman. They've got some good size, 220, 210 linemen as well. So some good size for Camp Williams. So Monticello is going to try and use some speed today, is what Coach Anderson said. So Monticello's kicking off now. Again, Monticello with a 7-0 lead. After Cash Mack returned the opening kick of the game. So here's another kick. This from Lieber, going to lope over to the 40, and looks like Monticello is going to grab it. That's number 10. There was a hustle to the ball, and ended up being Bryson Adair, the sophomore, on the kick return. Kenyon Christensen was there as well, battling for the ball, bounced around, and Bryson Adair gets it. So Monticello will take over 1st and 10 at the 40. So all 3 plays have gone as good as you can for the Buckaroos to start their season. Utah Military Academy, Camp Williams comes into the game 1-0. They beat Panguitch last week down in Garfield County. But here's our first look at the Monticello offense. Cash Young quarterbacking. He's got 2 receivers to his far side, one to the near side. In the back is Miles Coleman. Low pass to Gutierrez, who's going to be grabbed high. They're going to say that it hit the dirt, and would have been a loss of 1 or 2 anyways. So good work from Camp Williams there on that play, but incomplete pass is the call. So 1st and 10 is an incomplete at the 40-yard line. Here's a snap, hand to Gutierrez on the sweep. Stiff arms one man, then another, and gets face masked at the 32-yard line. So an 8-yard run by Gutierrez. So that's an assumption, I guess, of what the penalty is. Yeah, it looked like you could see it from up here, so that's going to be the penalty. So tack on additional yardage on Gutierrez's opening run of the game. So 1st and 10, ball down at the 17-yard line. Yard line, 1st down. Cash Young all alone in the gun. 2 receivers split out either way. Quick throw to Gutierrez on this near side. Good open field tackling by the Marauders. It's number 30, Jordan Gardner. It's going to be a loss of 2, looks like. Make it 2nd and 12 for the Buckaroos. Ball at the 20-yard line. Monticello in the red zone. with a 7-0 lead. It's Cash Young in the gun. Miles Coleman on his hip. Sends Gutierrez in motion and will hand to Gutierrez. Gutierrez looks to go to the edge, then cuts it up. He's going to be brought down at the 16, 17-yard line, so gains a couple yards lost and then maybe one additional. So a gain of 4 by Arturo. So 3rd and 8. Cash Young gets the snap, hands to Miles Coleman. Miles downhill to the 10-yard line. It's a good game, but they're going to be short of the line needed, so it's going to be 4th down coming up for the Buckaroos. So 4th down, don't have a great view of the sticks, but I think we'll say like about 3 yards. I formation for the Buckaroos. Cash Young under center. Hard count, looks to the sideline to see if they want to adjust the play. Burtonshaw, the fullback. They'll hand to Coleman. Coleman forward. It's going to be close to the line to gain. Looks like right at the marker. And we'll see if they bring out the chains or what the ruling's going to be. No official signaling yet. Must be a 1st down. Yep, just enough needed. Monticello 1st and goal, ball at the 7-yard line.
That 4th down run led to a 1st down for Monticello.
Just under 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Monticello up 7-0 and trying to add to that lead here in the red zone. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. Cash Young in the gun. He's got Miles Coleman on his hip. And now Cash rolling, looking to pass, looking, and he's going to be tackled high. He did a nice pump fake, but the defender didn't fall for it. And so it's going to be a loss on the play. A loss of 2. Here's a snap. Young throws, and he's got a man in for 6. Nice little run catch by Branston Mack. Brant ran up, turned around, grabbed that ball, lost the defender at the 2-yard line, and stepped into the end zone. Monticello adds 6 here in the first quarter. Nice find by Young to Brant Mack. Sophomore's first touchdown of this season. I guess he was playing quite a bit of JV and C, so he maybe scored last year, and I don't recall. Here's a snap. Monticello running a 2-point conversion, and Cash Young will get the snap from Arturo Gutierrez and then just flip it right back in. Gives Monticello a 15-0 lead. We'll take a quick break and be back here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live.
When you or your loved ones need care at home, trust Rocky Mountain Home Care. Our experienced team provides skilled nursing, physical therapy, personal care services, and compassionate hospice care. Our mission is simple. We are dedicated to helping patients stay safe, comfortable, and independent in the place they call home. Rocky Mountain Home Care, caring for your family like our own.
Buying, selling, or refinancing. Trust Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Southeastern Utah's only locally owned title company, serving San Juan and Grand counties for over 25 years. Visit us today.
Welcome back. High school Friday Night Lights. I want to say high school hoops. That was the last thing we did back in March. It's been a while, so appreciate you joining us for some high school broadcasts this season. Monticello set to kick. John Lieber with the kicking duties after Monticello scores again. This one another Another drops at the 35-yard line and returnable out to the 41. So good field position for Camp Williams. Bryson Adair, Canyon Christensen in on the tackle, along with Avery Hedrick. And this is the first time we'll see Camp Williams offense. Last week, Jordan Gardner, the junior quarterback for the Marauders, had about 250 yards rushing against Penguich. So, again, we mentioned they've got some good size. I expect we're going to see the Camp Williams running the ball quite a bit. But this will be their first opportunity on offense. 3 down linemen for the Buckaroos. 3 linebackers looking to blitz. And they will go, and it's going to be a pass. Burton Shaw hits the quarterback, and Bramack and Canyon Christensen were the closest to the ball and ran into each other a little bit. But I like the play design. Good coverage from the Buckaroos. And Burton Shaw able to hit the quarterback as he let it go. So incomplete pass. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Camp Williams. And just under 8 minutes to go, Monticello with a 15-0 lead. Cash Mackhouse, the opening kick. The Buckaroos were able to recover the next kick and drive and score. And we got a penalty. And Arturo Gutierrez is coming in hard on that that blitz fake, and the home crowd does not like. They thought he went over the line. I think it looks kind of. I can see how you would think that, but the officials are watching it close, and ended up being a penalty against Camp Williams. $7:49 to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 15 for Camp Williams. And they're spread out in what looks like will be a pass play. We'll see. Here's a snap. Gardner's going to keep it himself and fall forward. Good at-home defensive coverage there. I believe that's Lieber. Yeah, John Lieber staying at home, getting the tackle, and no gain. Going to bring up 3rd down and 15 for the Marauders. Again, you get behind, down and distance, tough to do, and Monticello swarming. Here's a snap. Gardner gets it, hands up, fakes one handoff, goes the other. Tackle missed, and then recovered. Noah Diltz in on the tackle, along with Arturo Gutierrez. So good gain on 3rd down, but gain of about 3, we'll say. And they're still behind the sticks, so 4th and 12 coming for the Marauders. Ball at the 40-yard line. Coach is talking this one over. Arturo Gutierrez back deep to receive for the Buckaroos. So if the Marauders do decide to go for it, they got the numbers advantage. Hard count. They'll look to the sideline to adjust. And a timeout called by Camp Williams. That's the first timeout of the game. 4th down coming up for UMA Camp Williams. Monticello trying to get the ball back. We'll take a break and be back here on Red Rock 92 StreamUtah.live.
At Diamond Propane, we're proud to fuel more than homes and businesses. We're proud to support our local high school athletes and the community we all call home. For dependable service and all your propane needs, choose a local company that puts its neighbors first. Call Diamond Propane today and make the switch.
Lee Collision Repair and Restoration in Blanding offers top-quality auto body and glass services. Visit us on North Grayson Parkway or call Jackson at 435-485-0069 today.
Planning a weekend project? Red's Ace Hardware in Blanding has paint, tools, grills, and yard supplies from top brands like Craftsman and Weber. Visit us for great deals and expert advice.
All right, welcome back. Friday Night Lights on Red Rock 92. Early fall evening, I guess late summer evening here in Saratoga Springs. Monticello playing on the turf at Westlake High School, playing UMA Camp Williams. The Marauders now lined up to punt. They did call a timeout, so we'll see if they've got some trick up their sleeve here. Here is the punt. It's going to be high and going to drop at the, it's going to roll. Looks like it'll be down 29-yard line. So good punt from the Marauders. Monticello will take over for their second offensive set. Their last one started at the 40-yard line. They were able to punch it in with Cash Young finding Brant Mack for a touchdown reception of about 9 yards. So 1st and 10 for the Buckaroos, ball at the 29-yard line. Cash Young in the gun. He's got Miles Coleman with him. Cash Mack going to the far side on the near side, Brant Mack. Here's a snap. Fake one handoff now right up the middle. Miles Coleman coming up this near sideline. Miles to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown. Monticello Miles Coleman going 71 yards on the run, untouched. Great design. And 71-yard runs for Miles Coleman, the junior. In 4-6. 5:47 remaining in the first quarter. Monticello up 21-0 over Camp Williams. John Lieber to kick, Arturo Gutierrez to hold. Here's a snap, hold, kick is up and through, so Lieber's 2 for 2. And the score 22-0, Monticello over Camp Williams. We'll take a break and be back here on Red Rock 92, streamutah.live. Again, welcome you back to Friday Night Lights on Red Rock 92.7 and streamutah.live. You're listening on 92.7 FM. Of course, San Juan's going to be taking on Beaver at 7 o'clock, so if you're listening to 92.7, eventually we're going to switch to that game. If you want to watch and follow the entire Monticello game, it's on streamutah.live. Here's the kick from Cash Mack. That's a deep boot, and it's going to go into the end zone and be brought back out. So Cash Mack either on the return taking it in for a touchdown and now kicking it into the end zone for a touchback. So good special teams from Cash Mack. And he's back on the field with the defense. Avery Hedrick, Tristan Burtonshaw, defensive ends. And McKay Nilsson, the senior, down there at nose guard. Coaches said they'd put him in as well. He's definitely undersized for a nose guard, but they like his speed. We saw Caleb Coleman utilize that a couple of years ago for the Buckaroos. Here's a snap, looking to pass, and thrown, caught. Nice completion, and then the ball is fumbled. It's going to go out of bounds backwards. Diego Cortez on the tackle. And So it is caught and then falls out of bounds. But it's going to be a gain of 4 on the completion. Nice play for the Marauders. So 2nd down and 6 coming for Camp Williams. Ball at the 29-yard line. Gardner's got 2 backs with him and then 1 receiver on this near side. 4 linemen. They'll hand it up the middle, and nice work from Cortez. Meet him in the hole, drive him back. Going to be a gain of 2. So a good run, but I like Diego's being in the right place, making 2 tackles in a row for the Buckaroos. And so 3rd down and a long 5, maybe we'll call it. So, yeah, ball just across the 25-yard line, so maybe a short 5. Gardner in the gun. Here's a snap. Handoff up the middle. And Monticello does a good job corralling the runner for no gain. A whole bunch of Buckaroos in on that pile. Canyon Christensen. Looks like off the bottom of the pile is Avery Hedrick. So 4th and 4.5. And a 22-0 lead for Monticello. Camp Williams thought about going for it with a 4th and about 12. So I imagine they're gonna roll the dice here, try and keep their offense on the field. We'll see though. It's a good opportunity for a quick kick as well, but they try and go for it. Gutierrez is back deep, and now here he comes back up, anticipating. Here's a snap, looking to pass. Gardner, he's being chased down by Hedrick, and a couple of other Bucks are going to help him out. Loss on the play. Monticello will get it back inside their own 20. Couple Buckaroos in on that tackle. Looks like Bryson Adair, Grant Wigington, Avery Hedrick all in there. So good swarming from the Bucks, and they'll get the ball 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. So short field for the Buckaroos. Cash Young in the gun. He's got 2 receivers either side. Sends Cash Mack in motion. Then he'll come back to this near side. Here's a snap. Quick throw. It's going to be low and incomplete. That was intended for Jackson Breedlove. So 2nd and 10 for the Buckaroos. Monticello, same formation, spread out wide. 2 receivers and Cash Young all alone in the backfield. Hard count, just at the line. Here's Cash. Again, another hard count, then looks to the sideline. Brant Mack and Arturo Gutierrez on the far sideline. Cash Mack and Jackson Breedlove on the near sideline. Cash Young will take it himself. About a 5-yard gain, but a flag thrown from the back. And so that may be a hold. Yeah, it's going to be a hold against the Buckaroos. So that'll bring him back. Make 2nd down more of a challenge. So 2nd and 20 for the Bucks. No, they're going to say the hold was a little bit beyond the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 18 for Monticello. Ball at the 28-yard line. Trying to get to the 10 for a fresh set of downs. And they've got it marked as 3rd down, but I think that should be a redo the down. Cash rolling. Young throws. He's got Brant Mack who pulls it in and keeps going. He's going to lean forward and almost get in for his 2nd touchdown of the game, but he's going to be dropped at the 1-yard line. Great effort. He had to really battle to pull that ball away from the defender and then keep fighting for some yardage. So nice work from Cash Mack. Lemon on the tackle for the Marauders. First and goal for the Buckaroos. And we got flag. Delay a game called against Monticello. So it's going to be first and goal at the 6-yard line now. Cash Young with Miles Coleman. Gets a snap. Cash rolls, looking to throw. And he's going to throw it. It's going to be intercepted. Arturo Gutierrez tipped it up. I don't know if it was intended for him or it was going the receiver behind him, but Marauders get the interception in the goal line. They'll return it out to about the 2-yard line. So nice heads-up play for UMA Camp Williams. Monticello, wish they had that one back. And so first and 10 for UMA. Monticello's defense back on the field. 2:41 remaining in the first quarter. Monticello leads 22-0 and just gave their first turnover of the season on an interception. Here's a snap. Gardner gets it, looking to pass. Ball is up, and it's going to be broken up. Brant Mack right there. Good defense from Mack. Battling out with Tyler Muse. .236 left in the first quarter. An incomplete pass, and that's going to bring up second and 10 at the 2-yard line. Here's a snap. Gardner gets it, and ball is fumbled in the end zone, picked up by the quarterback, and he is going to be tackled in the end zone? Or is it going to be recovered in the end zone? It's a safety. Yeah, one official looked like he was signaling something else. So that's a safety, 2 points for the Buckaroos. Not sure who's going to be credited for that tackle. See if I can figure it out. No, I don't think I'm going to be able to. But if you have my number, you know who made that tackle. Feel free to text me so we can get some credit. But a great job from the defense. Unfortunate play for the Marauders. They fumbled the ball, and then quarterback just trying to get out of the end zone, unable to do so. So 2-point safety. And Monticello is up 24-0 here in the first quarter. 2:31 remaining in the first quarter. Again, glad you've joined us, as it's going to be a kick from the 20-yard line following the safety. So Monticello is going to have great field position after they earned the 2 points on the safety. They'd rather have the 6, not have that turnover, but they'll take the 2. Here's the boot. Good boot. It's going to go deep, and Cash Mack will jump up to get it at the 35-yard line. Now coming up this near sideline. A little easier to see him on this side. Penalty flag is going to be thrown as Mack is tackled at the 42-yard line. I would guess coming from the backside that that's a legal hold, but maybe there's a face mask or something. We'll see. No indication yet by the officials. They're putting the marker on the right spot. Yeah, and that's going to be a block against Monticello. So that'll bring that return back.
The block in the back on Monticello, 10 yards.
And so the Buckaroos will be on the wrong side of the field at the 48-yard line. Still great field position.
Timeout Monticello.
And it looks like we do have a timeout. We're going to take a break and be back here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, Energy Fuels is a proud supporter of high school athletics within our communities.
Welcome back to Friday Night Lights, where Monticello leads 24-0 over UMA Camp Williams. Here's the snap, handoff, or fake the handoff, and that's the freshman running the ball across the 50-yard line, gain of 3, as Damon Bunker quarterbacking now for the Buckaroos. So 3-yard run by Bunker. Looks like Bryson Adair is running back with him. So again, we're getting an underclassman look from the Buckaroos here on this set. Here's a snap. Bunker looking to pass, steps up, throws deep, and yeah, there's going to be a penalty marker thrown as they were trying to get it to Jackson Breedlove. There were 3 defenders in the area, and Jackson got hit before the ball could get there and falls incomplete, but a penalty. It's going to move the chains for the Buckaroos. So again, if you're just joining us, 24-0 is the score. Monticello up. And the new mercy rules, if a team gets up by 35 points, the clock runs immediately. And so Monticello has got some underclassmen on the field. Damon Bunker and Bryson Adair in the backfield for the Buckaroos. Jackson Breedlove, another sophomore, was the intended receiver. Here's 1st and 10 for the Buckaroos. They'll send Breedlove in motion, hand it to him, and he'll try to find a spot to cut up, and it's going to be dropped for a loss on the play. So 2nd and 11 for the Buckaroos.
Monticello with a run for a loss of a yard.
Second and 11 ball at the 38. See if the Bucks can get this play off in time. There's 5 seconds on the play clock. Bunker just gets it off. Nope, they're going to blow it. Delay a game against the Buckaroos. And having that clock in the in either end zone, I think, is making the officials more aware of that one than sometimes we normally see. But again, it's also underclassmen trying to get the offense together. So it was close, but penalty thrown. And so Monticello now a 2nd and 16. Ball at the 43-yard line. Damon Bunker quarterbacking for the Buckaroos now as they lead 24-0. Bryson Adair is going to fake the handoff now. Bunker is going to tuck it up himself and look to run. Bunker cuts out, then back in. He's going to be thrown down at the 31-yard line. Great run by Bunker. Gain of about 13 by Damon. but third down coming for the Buckaroos. Ball at the 31. Looks like they're trying to get to the 27. So 3rd and 4 coming for Monticello. 20 seconds left in the quarter. And Coach Anderson's just holding on to Bunker. And they're going to get a delay of game. Monticello was looking to run out the end of the quarter, but a delay of game. It's going to make it 4th or 3rd down now and 9. And just 25 seconds on the play clock. See if Bunker can get this one off. Last 4 seconds of the first quarter. Here's a snap low. Bunker rolls, steps up, now throws complete to Breedlove. He's going to have the first down and more down to the 21-yard line. So Buckaroos move the chains. Breedlove with the catch for about 14 yards. So nice end of the first quarter. Monticello up 24-0. We're going to take a break and be back here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live.
San Juan Credit Union. Your money, your future, your credit union. We have branches available in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff. Come on down and see us.
Ready to own a home in Utah or Colorado? The Britt Barton team at Primary Residential Mortgage, with over 30 years experience, crafts personalized loans with top rates and expert support. Buying, refinancing, or building your dream home? We've got you covered. Sit with Britt and begin your home ownership adventure. Visit our local pros for all your mortgage lending needs. Primary Residential Mortgage Incorporated is an equal housing lender, MLS number 3094.
Pain or injury sidelining you? Precision Rehab restores you and your loved ones back to peak performance with physical therapy in Monticello, Blanding, Montezuma Creek, and Monument Valley. Covered by most insurances. Call 435-678-3869 or visit precisionrehabutah.com.
All right, welcome back to Friday Night Lights on StreamUtah.live. Damon Bunker quarterbacking for the Buckaroos. Here in the second quarter, Monticello gets a first down on the completion, and now it'll be 1st and 5 as they get UMA to jump off sides. Again, Monticello leads 24-0. And Damon Bunker quarterbacking for the Buckaroos. J.J. Atwood and Xander Johnson on the line. One other player as well. See if I can get his number. Here's a snap. Bunker looking to pass. He'll throw, and he's got a man. It's complete. Touchdown. Jackson Breedlove. 17-yard touchdown strike from Damon Bunker to Breedlove. Great play, puts the Bucks up 30-0. Point after try to come, and we'll see the kick come from John Lieber. Arturo Gutierrez, the hold man. Zamian Lopez, the snapper. No, excuse me, snapper is Canyon Christensen. Here is the kick. That one's no good. So the score remains 30-0. Monticello leading over UMA Camp Williams. We'll take a quick break and be back on Red Rock 92.7 StreamUtah.live.
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
All right, welcome back. Damon Bunker, the freshman, finding sophomore Jackson Breedlove for a 17-yard touchdown, as Monticello leads 30-0 here early in the second quarter. And wind is picking up. You maybe can hear it over my microphone, maybe not, but enough that it's going to knock the ball off the tee. Cashmack will reset. Here's a whistle. Mack will approach and boot this one. It's going to be caught at the 35-yard line and downed immediately by the up back. So good field position for the Marauders. They start their next possession. Monticello up 30-0. Here's 1st and 10 for UMA. Send a man in motion. They'll give to that man, and he'll come up this near side. And tackle made. Good gain, 12 yards. Tackle is going to be made by number 13, Lucas Morrison, the freshman, doing a good job.
And that's why he's the real Sully.
So 1st and 10, 13-yard run for UMA. Ball at the 48-yard line, 52 yards in front of the Marauders. And ball is snapped. There are a couple players going at different times. Pass is incomplete. .56 left in the first half. Monticello up 30-0, and some underclassmen out on the field for the Buckaroos. Looks like I see Harlan Mack out there, Diego Cortez, Lucas Morrison, J.J. Atwood. Here's a snap. Gardner fakes, now will just run himself. And Gardner's going to cut back, and he's going to be down to the 20. He's going to be caught. Nope, he's going to go in for a touchdown, 52-yard touchdown for Utah Military Academy Camp Williams. And that puts Camp Williams on the board. Makes the score 30-6. Monticello in front. .45 remaining in the half. Here's a point after try. Kick down, hold, and kick is up and no good. Short, low. So 30-6 remains the score. Good run by Gardner. 52 yards and puts Camp Williams on the board. We'll take a quick break and be back here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live.
Empire Electric is excited to sponsor the student athletes of Monticello High School. We know sports help build athletes' character, and that carries over to the classroom. Empire Electric believes education opens opportunities, and we offer financial assistance to co-op members for higher education and vocational training. We also provide leadership growth opportunities for high school juniors through the Colorado Youth Tour and a leadership camp held in Steamboat Springs. Ask your counselor how to apply or check out eea.coop. Go Buckaroos!
Blue Mountain Foods, Monticello's hometown grocer, offers fresh meat, deli, bakery, and curbside pickup. Check BlueMountainFoods.com for weekly specials. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 64 West Center Street.
All right, welcome back. UMA Camp Williams to kick off once again. This one is short, and who's going to get there first? It's a scramble for the ball. Looks like Monticello is going to get there, but it was a battle. Ball's going to be down another 32-yard line. We'll see if it went out of bounds or not. Difference of just a couple of yards. Couldn't quite see. I think that was Bryson Adair, one of the up back on the coverage. But it'll be 1st and 10 for Monticello at the 32-yard line. 10:45 left in the first half. And looks like the first team is back out there for the Buckaroos. So Cash Young quarterbacking with Miles Coleman. Got Brant Mack, Turo Gutierrez at the tight end position for the Buckaroos. Young gets the snap. Looks, and he's going to pull. Now he's going to pull up and throw. It's going to be incomplete. Intended for Brant Mack. So incompletion will make it 2nd and 10 for Monticello. Ball at the 32-yard line. Here's a snap. Cash Young throws. Far sideline, Arturo Gutierrez up that sideline. He's going to be knocked out of bounds after gaining 13 yards, we'll say. So first down for the Buckaroos down to the 45-yard line. Good little quick hitter to Arturo. Snap is high. Cash Young does get it. And now pressure coming, looking to avoid. And he's going to throw this one away. Incomplete. Cash Mack was in the area. Was behind the line of scrimmage, but incomplete pass on the high snap. So things can go bad when you get a high snap like that. And didn't go as bad as it could have gone for the Buckaroos. So 2nd and 10 coming for Monticello at the 45-yard line. One receiver on the near side, 2 on the far side. Cash Young quarterbacking. Here's a snap. Fakes the handoff. Now looks to throw. Trying to find Brant Mack. Incomplete. Make it 3rd and 10 for the Bucks. Ball at the 45-yard line. Cash Young alone. He's got 2 receivers split out either side. And UMA looks like they may be bringing a blitz. Young gets the snap and throws. Quick hitter to Cash Mack, who catches it for a 6-yard gain, and he's pushed back. So 4th and 4 coming up for the Buckaroos. 4th and 4 coming up for the Buckaroos just past midfield. They'll look to go for it. Arturo Gutierrez here on this near side. And it is an I formation. Here's a snap. They'll fake the handoff. Now looking to throw. Pass is going to be thrown to Tristan Burtonshaw down the sideline at the 15. He'll be tackled at the 10. We'll see where they spot him, but great play. Cash Young to Burtonshaw for a big gain. $40 yards. Big gain on 4th down to convert and make it 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. Cash Young in the gun, 2 receivers either side. He's all alone, gets the snap, looking to pass, rolling to his right, looking, throwing on the run, and it's going to be grabbed by Gutierrez. He got the breadbasket underneath it at the 1-yard line, so good catch by Arturo. But it's going to be just shy. So 2nd and goal inside the 1, ball at the half-yard mark. So we'll see what the Buckaroos do here, see if they'll try to look at their power game or if they'll try something different. And they are going to go in that I formation. It's Cash Young under center, gets a snap, hands to Arturo, who will get in for the touchdown. Arturo Gutierrez with the 1-yard run and the touchdown. Ball did come out after he got over the goal line. So score is 36-6. And Lieber looking to add the point after kick. Kick is up and high enough, and looks like it went to the right a little bit, so no good. Monticello with a 30-point lead, 36-6, 8:19 remaining in the first half. Good work from the Buckaroos facing a 4th down. They find Burtonshaw, then they find Gutierrez. Gutierrez gets them from the 10-yard line to the 9.5-yard line, so Coach Anderson says, all right, we'll let Arturo get that half-yard touchdown. Monticello up 36-6. We'll take a quick break and be back here on Red Rock 92, StreamUtah.live.
Blue Mountain Foods, Monticello's hometown grocer, offers fresh meat, deli, bakery, and curbside pickup. Check BlueMountainFoods.com for weekly specials. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 64 West Center Street.
Okay, Monticello set to kick following the touchdown. Can't quite see the number on who's kicking here for the Buckaroos. Going to be caught in stride at the 20-yard line and forced out of bounds inside the 45. I think that was number 20, Damon Bunker, on the kick. So Marauders will get it at the 45-yard line, 55 yards in front of them. And again, it looks like underclassmen out there for the Buckaroos. At the 44-yard line, does look like where they marked it. So first and 10 for Camp Williams. 8:15 left in the half. Gardner gets a snap, hands off up the middle, and Bunker will throw him down. Maybe a half-yard gain. Good work for Damon getting in the backfield there. We gave him a game and a 1, so nice rush as well for UMA, but Monticello limiting the run there. Under 8 minutes left in the half. Again, Monticello leading 36-6. Gardner gets a snap, fakes a handoff, now looking to pass, throwing downfield. He's got a man wide open. Oh, just can't bring it in. And that was so open that sometimes you think about that ball a little bit more than you should while it's in the air. Jade Meekum, the freshman, was trying to catch up to him. He was stride for stride with another receiver. But incomplete, make it 3rd and 9 for UMA. Into the game for the Buckaroos is Carter Lopez. Here's a snap. Gardner's going to look to run himself, follow some blockers up the left side, and he's going to be tackled. I think that was Lucas Morrison maybe with the tackle, but a big run from Gardner. Down to the 25-yard line. Defensive coach Craig Adair giving some tips. You can see him tell him, hey, wrap him up there. Don't just push him. So 1st and 10 for UMA at the 25-yard line. Marauders looking to add another score here in the first half. Low snap, pass out, and it's going to be caught. And first tackle shaken off. Next one won't be. Bryson Adair takes him out of bounds. Looks like 26 Meekum on the assist. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. For UMA, 6:27 left in the half. And the quarterback, he's got 2 backs with him either side, a receiver to this near side. Here's a snap, looking to throw. Time, he'll throw to the end zone. Incomplete. And the home crowd wanted pass interference, and there was definitely some hand battling, but they let that go in this instance. So 2nd and goal at the 8. For the Marauders. And same formation, receiver now on the far side with a tight end on this near side. Here's a snap. Gardner gets it, looking to pass. Steps up. He's going to try and run. Bryson Adair gives the first contact. Damon Bunker helps bring him down. Hayden Peterson also there to clean it up. So a 4-yard gain. Maybe 5-yard gain. Yeah, so about 3rd and goal, 3.5-yard line. See if this underclassmen defensive unit can stiffen up, try and keep UMA out of the end zone. Seen big plays from Gardner. Gardner gets a snap and rolls to the right. Now cuts back up. He's going to be caught from behind by Bunker. He's going to bring him down at about the 2-yard line. So 4th and goal at the 2-yard line. Coach Adair flapping his hands over there, giving him signals, telling him what he wants to see. 4th and goal at the 2. Camp Williams trying to get their 2nd score of the game. Gardner in the gun, 2 backs with him. And I like keeping the ball in his hands, and we'll see if they maybe try a trick with a pass. He's going to roll to the right, and he is going to be brought down short. Great defensive stand, Bryson Adair, along with Jacob Camacho making the tackle and the turnover on downs. Great defensive stand Monticello will take over. 1st and 10, big field in front of them. And we'll see who Coach Anderson sends out there. Looks like a lot of those same players are staying out there, so Damon Bunker looks like he's going to come in to get the play. Damon Bunker's got the play, and there's just 15 seconds left on the play clock as he runs it in. Well, you can't lose much yardage on the penalty. Here's a snap. Bunker gets it. Hands off straight away. Crashing forward for maybe a gain of 1. On the run, looks like number 4, Harlan Mack, the freshman, taking the handoff. And 4:20 remaining in the half. Looks like Monticello is going to call a timeout. They want to get a good play here with their backs to the end zone. And the underclassmen playing for the Buckaroos. Monticello leads 36-6. Take a break and be back here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live.
For over 75 years, San Juan Health has offered top medical care in Blanding, Monticello, and Spanish Valley. Visit sanjuanhealth.org for our services. San Juan Health, chasing perfection since 1947.
Get the resources and quality of a big school education and the support of a smaller school at Utah State Blanding. Explore over 70 degree and certificate programs to find your perfect fit and experience personalized learning with small class sizes and dedicated faculty while getting the classic college experience. A Utah State education is affordable too, thanks to competitive tuition and tons of scholarship opportunities. Visit blanding.usu.edu to learn more about becoming an Aggie in Blanding.
All right, so it looks like it was no gain on that first down play. So 2nd and 10, ball at the 2-yard line for the Buckaroos. 98 yards of field in front of them. Damon Bunker, the freshman quarterback. And some varsity experience here in the first half. Bunker gets a snap, fakes the handoff up the middle. He's going to pick it up and try and escape, but I don't think he's going to. UMA will get the safety, so they'll return what Monticello did to them and gives Camp Williams 8 points to Monticello's 36. 4:04 remaining in the half. So Monticello will kick away after the safety, second safety of the first half. First one by the Buckaroos. And second one by the Marauders. Similar thing, too, where both teams were really close to scoring. And a turnover that close to the end zone meant that a safety was possible. So that's what happened. 36-8 the count. 28-point lead for the Buckaroos. 4:04 left in the first half. John Lieber will kick this one away. It looks like he's going to punt it too. Lieber gets that one. It's going to drop at the 50 and take a hop at the 50. And great open field tackle by Canyon Christensen. Nice work, Canyon. And UMA will get it at the 46-yard line. So 1st and 10 for UMA. 4 minutes left in the half. First and 10 for Camp Williams. Ball again at the 46-yard line. Gardner gets a snap, handoff up the middle, and tackle made after a good gain. Bryson Adair making the tackle. 4-yard run for the Marauders. Make it 2nd and 6. Isaiah Lopez down there on the line. For the Buckaroos defensive line. See if we can get another couple players called out. I was going to give those defensive players, but maybe they don't want me to do that right now. As Kason Burtonshaw and Michael Shumway both hop off sides, but hey, that's how you learn. 5-yard penalty. Make it 2nd and 1 for the Marauders. So playbook wide open for UMA. See what they draw up here. Gardner gets a snap, and he's going to wait and then follow blocks to the right. Cut back the other way, and a flag is thrown. This one's going to go the distance, but it's going to be coming back on a hold. Good run by Gardner, and the crowd is excited, but not quite as excited as others. I think they saw the penalty.
We got a flag on the play. Holding on the Marauders.
Holding was right at the line to gain, too, so that 2nd and 1 touchdown is going to make it 2nd and 10, looks like. Officials having a conversation about this one. I guess they're going to say the flag was... No. Okay, they're picking up the flag. No penalty.
No flag on the play. Touchdown
So that's a touchdown for UMA.
Jordan Gardner with a 45-yard run.
Good run by Gardner. Makes the score 36-14. 2:54 left in the half. UMA breaking a huddle. Looks like they're going to go for 2. Try and make it a 20-point game. Gardner gets a snap, fakes a handoff, looking for the corner, and he will get in for an additional 2 points. UMA Camp Williams adds to their scoring, and a 20-point lead for the Buckaroos remains, but Camp Williams building some momentum, getting some good reps, and looks like Monticello's starting return team is definitely headed back out. We'll see if we see the starters on offense as well. Take a break and be right back.
Need fast internet in San Juan County? Emory Telcom delivers blazing fast fiber with no contracts and free installation. Power your home with reliable connectivity. Visit emorytelcom.com for details today.
Again, we welcome you back. Score 36-16. Camp Williams will boot this one short, and Monticello will cover it. Let's see, who was that up back? John Lieber covering the ball. Good play by John on the special teams, and Monticello will take over 1st and 10. And we will see that starting unit come out there. Have yet to announce the starting lineup, I think, on the line for the Buckaroos. It's Samian Lopez playing center along with Tristan Burtonshaw and Noah Diltz on the offensive line for the Buckaroos. Doing a good job getting that early push. Here's a snap. Cash Young rolling, looking, setting, throwing. Cash Mack with the reception, and he's got the first down and is down at the 40-yard line. So 22-yard gain from Cash to Cash. .239 on the clock is what they're yelling from the sideline. Bunch formation for the Buckaroos. Here's a snap. Cash looking. Going to call a man downfield, and it's going to be intercepted, trying to find Brant Mack. Good play on the ball by the Marauders. Monticello will turn it over.
James Sullivan with an interception.
First down and 10 for UMA at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 for our Marauders at the 21-yard line.
And the Buckaroos underclassmen back out on the field to play defense. They want to see a stop from these young men with 2:30 remaining in the half. Three receivers to that far side. Here's a snap. Gardner looking to run this near side, and Bryson Adair will pull him out of bounds. Assisting him out of bounds was Jacob Camacho. So 2nd and 1. Coming up for UMA. Here's a snap. Gardner looking to pass. Looking. He's got plenty of time. Now he's going to load up and throw downfield. It'll fall incomplete. Meekum was trying to break on the ball. Third and 1 for UMA. .218 left in the half. It's 3rd and 1. And Camp Williams is going to call a timeout. They want to get this conversion. We'll take a break and be back here on Red Rock 92, StreamUtah.live.
San Juan Public Health in Blanding offers vital records, immunizations, WIC, and health education. Protect your family's health with our services. Visit 735 South 200 West or call 4355-873-838.
Compared to the vocational schools of the past, today's career and technical education courses span nearly every industry, including health science, business, digital arts, and computer science. CTE students learn valuable, real-world technical skills with a solid academic foundation while exploring career options or pursuing their passions. Did you know San Juan School District offers 19 CTE pathways for secondary students? To learn more, talk to a school counselor or CTE teacher today.
Oh, all right, welcome back. Red Rock 92, StreamUtah.live, and a couple players jumping at different times. Thought it could have been a penalty either way, but instead they'll just take the snap, go up the far sideline, cut it back, and tackled across the 40. Thought they might get Bryson for jumping off sides, and then the lineman got an early start as well, but no penalty, and they'll take it across midfield. Two minutes left in the first half. Monticello jumped up to a 30-0 lead. Since then, it's been 16-6 Marauders game. Again, underclassmen playing for the most part, but it was the upperclassmen that turned the ball over on that last series. So here's 1st and 10. And yeah, they're going to call that early start for the Marauders. Five-yard penalty, so 1st and 15 coming. Two minutes left in the half. UMA Camp Williams. Facing a 1st and 15. Garner gets a snap, looking to pass. Sets, throws, and man makes one tackle or miss, then the other. Monticello, got to bring him down. Good, hard running from the Marauders. 15-yard gain and a 1st down. Jacob Camacho off the bottom of the pile.
Resulting in a 1st down for our Marauders.
.120 left in the half. No, UMA's used 2 timeouts. Looks like they do have 1 timeout left according to the scoreboard. So they can stop the clock one more time with a timeout. So they're trying to get into the end zone for the 3rd time tonight. Got 60 seconds to do it. So Gardner gets a snap, fakes a handoff, looking to pass, will throw deep, and it's going to be incomplete. Double coverage, but the pass was right on, just couldn't haul it in. Second and 10 coming for UMA, ball at the 27-yard line. Here's the snap. Fake the handoff, now running the option. Quarterback will keep and reverse field the other way. And he'll get in for the touchdown. No penalties. UMA.
Gardner with a touchdown run.
22, Monticello 36, 40 seconds left in the first half. Snap, hold, kick. That one's up and through. Score 36, Monticello 23 for Camp Williams. We'll take a break and be back on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live.
Need insurance? Jeff Nielsen at San Juan Insurance in Blanding offers auto, home, life, and health coverage. With more than 25 years experience, call 435-678-3223 or visit 60 North Main Street today.
Welcome back. Friday Night Lights on StreamUtah.live. Camp Williams scoring again. Score is Monticello 36, Camp Williams 23. Here's the boot, short, and Canyon Christensen will down it. The 19-yard line. 38 seconds left in the half. Monticello with a timeout. And the offensive unit is back out there.
First and 10 for Monticello.
And that's Zamian Lopez, Noah Diltz, Tristan Burtonshaw on the line. Miles Coleman in the backfield with Cash Young. Two receivers on the far side, one on this near side. Here's a snap. Young rolls, looking to pass. He'll throw, get it to Cash Mack. Cash Mack down the sideline to the 50, 40. Cash Mack turning on the burners, and he is going to go all the way for the 81-yard touchdown. Cash Young to Cash Mack. That is a money play. And 6 on the board for the Buckaroos. 25 seconds left in the first half. (42-23) the score. And John Lieber will look to add the extra point kick. Snap, hold, kick. That one is up and through for Lieber. Makes the score 43-23. Monticello with a 20-point lead now. 25 seconds left in the half. Buckaroos to kick away. Again, it's StreamUtah.live, brought to you by a bunch of sponsors making these broadcasts possible. Westcott Motors, Napa Motor Parts, Flights Gymnastic, Diamond Design, Dependable Auto, Jones and DeMille Engineering, Four Corners Regional Care Center, Crowley Construction, Creative Floors, Desert Rivers Credit Union. Here's the boot by Bunker. Caught at the 35. Trying to return, and they will get it at the 47-yard line. 20 seconds left in the half.
James Sullivan with the return. The 48-yard line, 47-yard line.
And looks like the starting defense is back out on the field for the Buckaroos. Don't want to give up another touchdown before the end of the half. 20 seconds remaining. But Marauders playing with confidence. We'll see what that does. And Camp Williams probably going to have to take a delay game. But again, when you're trying to pick up big chunk plays, as long as you don't lose time on the clock, that's not the worst penalty to have if you're Camp Williams. So 1st and 15, ball at the 42-yard line, trying to go 58 yards are the Marauders. 20 seconds left in the half. Empty look. Garner gets a snap, fumbles, and scoops it up. Ball is loose and scooped up. And coming down this near sideline, it's Brant Mack with the scoop and score. Brant Mack picked that one up off the floor, brought it up for 6. Brant Mack getting it done. First score of the half, and now the last score of the half. Yeah, I guess you assume 9 seconds remaining. We've seen a lot of points up and down. Lieber to kick. Snap, hold, kick is up, and going to be short. So score 49-23 as we are 9 seconds away from halftime.
Monticello 49, our Marauders 23.
26-point Monticello lead. Again, 35-point lead at any point triggers a running clock. And a 44-point lead in the fourth quarter at any point triggers the end of the game. John Lieber to send this kick away. Here's the boot. Drops at the 20, picked up at about the 16. And some gang tackling. John Lieber along with Canyon Christensen. I think that's Hedrick as well. 1 second left in the half. Marauders get one play.
That's how to use with the kick return to the 33-yard line.
So 1 second left in the half. Here's a snap. Marauders throwing backwards, and Arturo Gutierrez will drive him to the dirt to end the half. Loss on the play. And we'll go into halftime. Monticello leading 49-23 here on StreamUtah.live. Bunch of up and down play. But the Buckaroos up by 26 here at half. We'll take a break. Hear from some sponsors. Be back to talk about the first half here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live.
When you or your loved ones need care at home, trust Rocky Mountain Home Care. Our experienced team provides skilled nursing, physical therapy, personal care services, and compassionate hospice care. Our mission is simple. We are dedicated to helping patients stay safe, comfortable, and independent in the place they call home. Rocky Mountain Home Care, caring for your family like our own.
At Diamond Propane, we're proud to fuel more than homes and businesses. We're proud to support our local high school athletes and the community we all call home. For dependable service and all your propane needs, choose a local company that puts its neighbors first. Call Diamond Propane today and make the switch.
Lee Collision Repair and Restoration in Blanding offers top-quality auto body and glass services. Visit us on North Grayson Parkway or call Jackson at 435-485-0069 today.
Planning a weekend project? Red's Ace Hardware in Blanding has paint, tools, grills, and yard supplies from top brands like Craftsman and Weber. Visit us for great deals and expert advice.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, Energy Fuels is a proud supporter of high school athletics within our communities.
Buying, selling, or refinancing. Trust Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Southeastern Utah's only locally owned title company, serving San Juan and Grand counties for over 25 years. Visit us today.
Blue Mountain Foods, Monticello's hometown grocer, offers fresh meat, deli, bakery, and curbside pickup. Check BlueMountainFoods.com for weekly specials. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 64 West Center Street.
All right, welcome back to StreamUtah.live, our presentation of Friday Night Lights. We'll see if we can get you a scoring summary. It's been hard to keep track of all these stats, just doing this on my own. Again, I'm David Boyle. Glad you've joined us. First play of the game, Cash Mack taking the ball, 85 yards on the opening kick all the way back for a touchdown. Monticello then able to force a fumble, and then on the ensuing kickoff, actually, they recovered the ball at about the 40-yard line. So short field in front of the Buckaroos, and they ended up with a 12-yard touchdown pass. Or is that a 6-yard touchdown pass? Anyways, my notes again a little mixed up. 9-yard touchdown is what it was. That was Cash Young slinging the ball to Brant Mack. Then Miles Coleman had a 71-yard rushing touchdown. Buckaroos threw an interception in the end zone. It was returned out, and the Buckaroos added a safety after that. From there, I think that's when they gave up their first touchdown, and then Damon Bunker threw a 17-yard touchdown to Jackson Breedlove. And that was the end of the scoring for the Buckaroos. The Marauders, again playing against Monticello's secondary unit, moved the ball quite well, scored a few more times, and the Buckaroos turned it on at the end as they were able to get the ball and on a fourth down conversion to Tristan Burtonshaw and a big gain, and then Arturo Gutierrez punching it out from 1 yard out. And then Cash Young finding Cash Mack for an 81-yard touchdown, and then defensively the Buckaroos scored their second points of the game. They had the safety and then the 40-yard touchdown return by Brant Mack to end scoring in the first half. Buckaroos lead 49-23 here at half. Again, some choices or assumption on choices, but from the coaching staff. Again, they changed the rules this year where the 35-point running clock can go into effect in the first quarter at any point of the game. Whenever a team has a 35-point lead, the clock runs, and so I think in order to preserve some more varsity reps and underclassmen reps, the Buckaroos put in their underclassmen after building a considerable lead, but then Camp Williams chipped right back into that, and the Buckaroos offensive or first team unit came and had an offensive score and a defensive score, so we'll see if the Buckaroos keep that pressure on, try and get the running clock going in the second half. Again, 35 points triggers the running clock, and 44 points at any point in the fourth quarter triggers the end of the game. So we'll see if the Buckaroos look to do that. We got 6 minutes left at halftime. Again, Monticello leading 49-23. Jordan Gardner, the quarterback for the Marauders, has done a really good job running with the ball in the open field, adding their touchdowns and making it a closer score and really building momentum for UMA. Monticello able to snatch that back there at the end of the first half, and we'll see what they got coming into the second half. I want to take a moment to thank our sponsors making these broadcasts possible. They include Desert Rivers Credit Union, DRCU for People Not Profit, Creative Floors, taking care of the floor corners located in Blanding, Crowley Construction, dirt work, road construction, driveways, any job, big or small, give us a call. Four Corners Regional Care Center, a skilled nursing and rehab facility in a comfortable caring center. Setting, Jones and DeMille Engineering, from infrastructure to quality of life, engineering the future of rural communities. Dependable Auto, Brad Stoddard and crew get the job done at Dependable Auto Repair in Monticello. Diamond Design, a wide variety of quality products. We can customize and personalize them all. Flights Gymnastics, a proud supporter of local sports and a great start for your kid. Napa Motor Parts, get everything you need at our stores in Blanding and Monticello. And Westcott Motors, providing San Juan County with quality, affordable vehicles. View their inventory at westcott-motors.com. Again, 92.7 streamutah.live. And we'll go ahead and take another break and be back with the second half here on Red Rock 92, streamutah.live.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, Energy Fuels is a proud supporter of high school athletics within our communities.
San Juan Credit Union, providing exceptional financial products in southeastern Utah for over 60 years, is proud to support our local high schools. With branches in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff, along with an ATM in Montezuma Creek, access to those products is easier than ever. San Juan Credit Union offers checking and saving accounts, bill pay, a wide array of loans, and much more, all on a full-service website and mobile app. Plus, they're federally insured by the National Credit Union Association. San Juan Credit Union, your money, your future, your credit union.
For over 75 years, San Juan Health has offered top medical care in Blanding, Monticello, and Spanish Valley. Visit sanjuanhealth.org for our services. San Juan Health, chasing perfection since 1947.
Ready to own a home across Utah or Colorado? The Britt Barton team at Primary Residential Mortgage, with over 30 years experience, delivers custom loans, great rates, and friendly advice. Sit with Britt and begin your journey today. Primary Residential Mortgage Incorporated is an equal housing lender, MLS number 3094.
Pain or injury sidelining you? Precision Rehab restores you and your loved ones back to peak performance with physical therapy in Monticello, Blanding, Montezuma Creek, and Monument Valley. Covered by most insurances. Call 435-678-3869 or visit precisionrehabutah.com.
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
Empire Electric is excited to sponsor the student athletes of Monticello High School. We know sports help build athletes' character, and that carries over to the classroom. Empire Electric believes education opens opportunities, and we offer financial assistance to co-op members for higher education and vocational training. We also provide leadership growth opportunities for high school juniors through the Colorado Youth Tour and a leadership camp held in Steamboat Springs. Ask your counselor how to apply or check out eea.coop. Go Buckaroos!
Blue Mountain Foods, Monticello's hometown grocer, offers fresh meat, deli, bakery, and curbside pickup. Check BlueMountainFoods.com for weekly specials. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 64 West Center Street.
buying, selling, or refinancing. Trust Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Southeastern Utah's only locally owned title company, serving San Juan and Grand counties for over 25 years. Visit us today.
Need fast internet in San Juan County? Emory Telecom delivers blazing fast fiber with no contracts and free installation. Power your home with reliable connectivity. Visit emorytelcom.com for details today.
San Juan Public Health in Blanding offers vital records, immunizations, WIC, and health education. Protect your family's health with our services. Visit 735 South 200 West or call 43558733838.
San Juan County Adult Education empowers students to gain the technical, business, or college skills necessary to enter the workforce. At San Juan County Adult Education, adult learners are given the opportunity to reach their personal, educational, and career goals. Students can earn a high school diploma, obtain a GED, increase their wage earning potential, and decrease barriers to self-reliance. To learn more, visit any USU Learning Center in San Juan County or email Gina Grover at jgrover@sjs.
Compared to the vocational schools of the past, today's career and technical education courses span nearly every industry, including health science, business, digital arts, and computer science. CTE students learn valuable, real-world technical skills with a solid academic foundation while exploring career options or pursuing their passions. Did you know San Juan School District offers 19 CTE pathways for secondary students? To learn more, talk to a school counselor or CTE teacher today.
Get the resources and quality of a big school education and the support of a smaller school at Utah State Blanding. Explore over 70 degree and certificate programs to find your perfect fit and experience personalized learning with small class sizes and dedicated faculty while getting the classic college experience. A Utah State education is affordable too, thanks to competitive tuition and tons of scholarship opportunities. Visit blanding.usu.edu to learn more about becoming an Aggie in Blanding.
Need insurance? Jeff Nielsen at San Juan Insurance in Blanding offers auto, home, life, and health coverage. With more than 25 years experience, call 435-678-3223 or visit 60 North Main Street today.
San Juan Building Supply in Blanding has lumber, tools, and building materials for any project. Enjoy quality products and expert advice. Call 435-678-2000 or come in and see us at 1050 South Main Street. With over half a century of combined experience, Countywide Realty has guided more deals than any other local team. From farms and ranches to homes and land, no one knows San Juan County like Countywide Realty.
Welcome back again. We are at halftime. 49-23 is the score. Monticello leads over UMA Camp Williams. Buzzer went off to start the second half a little while ago. Neither teams were on the field. UMA is now stretching. Monticello on the sideline. Looks like they were maybe ready to play. But again, they were a little bit, both teams were late after the buzzer, so I don't know how much time they're going to give them to warm up, but we'll just keep it right here as it's starting to cool down here in Utah Valley in Utah County. It's nice. I'm up in the booth here at Westlake High School in Saratoga Springs. You can see Utah Lake out to the, I guess that's east from me. And, of course, Mount Timpanogos and the Wasatch Range. And behind me, Eagle Mountain and those ranges to the west. And here in Saratoga Springs, Westlake High School should be a great second half. Monticello playing Utah Military Academy Camp Williams. I'll tell you folks, my brother-in-law went to Westlake High School, you know, Chris Odell in Monticello, and I told him the Buckaroos were playing at Westlake on Friday, and as an alumni, he looked a little worried for the Buckaroos. Of course, that's a 6A squad with plenty of college players going on to play, some big kids, but Monticello not playing Westlake. But they are enjoying this beautiful facility, playing on turf, and that's a good way to start the season, as that's how you hope to end it, as well as The championship game will be at SUU, and the semifinals at Zions Bank Stadium in Harriman. Both those are turf-filled, so nice for Monticello in their first game to familiarize what they hope to be playing on in their last game. And if turf helps with speed, that certainly helped the Buckaroos, as they've seen some great speedy plays. Miles Coleman with a big rushing touchdown, 71 yards. Cash Mack with a big kick return for a touchdown, as well as an 80-yard touchdown on a catch. And Brant Mack also on a fumble return, so using that nice turf. Again, it's been hot here in Utah County, a couple degrees hotter than down in San Juan County in Monticello, and the turf is not as cool as the grass, but we're getting into some cool evening. Understood that Westlake was nice enough to use these facilities, but heard rumor that they didn't want the teams using the lights, and the lights, Friday night lights, are not on here on the field, so we'll see if they turn them on for the second half or if they keep them off, as the sun is starting to go down here in Utah Valley. But again, a nice cool evening. It was really hot to start, but should be a cool second half. Monticello and UMA Camp Williams, second half football coming up. Monticello received the opening kick at 6 o'clock, and at 7:45 they'll be kicking away to UMA. Well, it's 7:45 now, so it might be 7:50. But again, yeah, second half action coming up here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live. David Boyle, I'll be following the Buckaroos all season long. Of course, Rhett Sifford and Art Adair following the San Juan Broncos all season as well. And that's what I should have done at half. I'm going to see if I can look it up now. I'm curious, of course, the state championship in the 8-player ranks last year was Rich and Milford playing in the state championship game. And let's see if we've got a score as they're playing here in Beaver County in Milford. Don't have that one. Yeah, don't have any scores just yet. I'll see if I can pull one up before we get the start of the second half underway. Again, it's first game of the season for myself as well, folks, so apologies, don't have some of these stats as cleanly as we want to as the season goes on, or scores pulled up as accurately. Rich leading 14-7 over Milford is what we have. And I have two different reports that Panguitch is up 44-0 on Altamont, which would be a surprise, to be honest, folks. I wonder if that score is reversed, but you never know in 8-player football. Panguitch maybe has got a great second season, great start to their second season. We'll see what we have for the second half of this football game as Monticello boots the opening kick into the end zone for a touchback. UMA Camp Williams taking the field.
Kick goes for a touchback. Be first and 10 for our Marauders at the 20-yard line.
And we do have those Friday night lights up now. So we will be playing under those lights here in Saratoga Springs. And again, the underclassmen on the field to start this defensive series. Kason Burtonshaw out there. Looks like Isaiah Lopez as well. Hayden Peterson, that front line. Carter Lopez also out there for the Buckaroos. Bryson Adair. Here's first and 10 at the 20-yard line for UMA. Snap high, Gardner pulls it down, now hands off late, and tackle is going to be made. Nice open field grab by Bryson Adair. Brings him down after a 3-yard gain on first down.
Keegan Bryant going for a 3-yard run.
So gain on first down for UMA. Comes second down and 6 for the Marauders. Here's a snap. They'll hand off up the middle and finding a gap. And a gain is the running back there. Gang tackling from the Buckaroos. 13 doing some wrangling at the bottom of the pile there. That's Lucas Morrison. And we'll stop the clock as looks like maybe an injury on the field for the Marauders. His teammates will help him up and he'll hop on his foot and now come out of bounds. But a first down run by the Marauders. And here's 1st and 10 for UMA, ball at the 33-yard line. Gardner gets a snap, fakes a handoff one way, then goes off the right side and will be pushed out of bounds. Good pursuit there by Harlan Mack.
Sullivan with a 6-yard run on first down.
6-yard run, make it 2nd and 4 for the Marauders. 10:26 left in the third quarter. Here's 2nd and 4. Gardner gets a snap, hands off up the middle, and going to gain enough for the first down. Tackle made by Lucas Morrison.
First down run. The Marauders first down at the 45-yard line.
Falls to the 45. About 10 minutes left in the third quarter. Camp Williams to the ball on the first down at the 45-yard line. And a little flinch by the Marauders. Something they let go sometimes, it seems like, in the first half. If it was right next to the snap, but not so far away from the snap, they're going to make it a 5-yard penalty. So 1st and 15 for UMA. Here's a snap. Handoff up the middle for the Marauders. And good tackle made again by Morrison. That linebacker spot. Good gain, though, for the Marauders. About an 8-yard run. Going to make it 2nd and 7 or so. Second and 7 for the Marauders. Here's a snap. Fake the handoff. Now looking to pass, load up and throw, and it is going to be caught. And he's going to lose his defenders. One man to beat and pushed out of bounds. Nice work from Harlan Mack.
Marauders first down.
Big gain for UMA. First and 10 at the 17 for UMA. Gardner in the gun. Gets a snap, looking to pass. No, excuse me, that's number 18 now. Looking to pass. And he will be tackled, gang tackled by the Buckaroos. Bryson Adair in there, along with Xander Johnson. James Sullivan quarterbacking for the Marauders. Under 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Got back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd and 10 for UMA. Sullivan in the gun. 2 backs with him either side. Gets a snap. Looking to pass. No, now will run. Reverses the other way. Now throws. Be incomplete. Adair had him wrapped up. Threw that ball away. So incomplete. 3rd and 10 coming up for UMA. Ball at the 17. Again, it's Friday Night Lights on Red Rock 92, streamutah.live. Monticello leads UMA Camp Williams 49-23. Here's a snap and a run off the right side. And the quarterback is going to be brought down. Good gain on 3rd down. Bring up 4th down for UMA. Trying to get to the 7. Looks like they're at about the 12. So yeah, 5-yard gain, or the 11. 6-yard gain, 4th and 4 coming. Monticello's secondary defense able to make a stop earlier in the game. Here's a snap, looking to pass. Pressure coming, loads up, throws to the end zone, and nice defense. It's knocked away. Great play from Harlan Mack. Harlan Mack on the defense, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Coach Anderson looks over to the sideline, says, let's send out the starters. Get the scoring going in the second half is what they're hoping for. So here's 1st and 10 for the Buckaroos. Ball at the 11-yard line, long field in front of them. And we'll see what the Bucks got. 10 seconds on the play clock. Cash Young in the gun. Gets a snap. Direct run up the middle all the way. Young will take the easy yardage. Say an 11-yard gain on 1st down, so that'll move the chains for the Buckaroos. Cash Young with the 11-yard run. Here's an end around to Gutierrez, a flag thrown on the play. Ball is fumbled, and looks like UMA maybe recovered it. They did.
That's a 4th fumble on the play by Jonathan Perez and Keegan Bryant. Recovered by Keegan Bryant.
Penalty. Penalties declined. I think it was against Monticello, so that'll be a 1st and 10 for UMA. Couple turnovers for the Buckaroos. So again,
1st and 10
They're learning some things, and they got to learn to hold on to the ball. Turnover, 1st and 10 for UMA. And the secondary unit isn't getting bailed out. They're back on the field. Here's the snap. Looking to run is Sullivan. Goes up the field and is going to be tackled inside the 15. About a 15-yard run. Looks like Bryson Adair in on the tackle.
James Sullivan, the first down run.
1st and 10 at the 14 for UMA.
12 yards. That's another Marauders first down.
Late penalty flag. False start from the offense. Monticello jumped but didn't jump off sides, and the Marauders reacted late, and so home crowd does not like that call. It'll be a 5-yard penalty though. It's 1st and 15. Hand off the right side. Good tackle made by Grant Wigington. 5-yard run on 1st down for the Marauders. Maybe 4-yard run. Looks like maybe 2nd and 11. UMA to the line, gets a snap, handoff, and dancing inside the 5. Tackle made by Bryson Adair.
That's Keegan Bryant with another strong run.
And let's see, is that going to be enough for a 1st down? Looks like it'll be just short. Make it 3rd and 1. Three and a half minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Marauders trying to add another score. Here's a snap, and they'll run an option to this near side, and it's going to be in the end zone for, no, they're going to spot him down at the half-yard line. So a first down, be 1st and goal.
We got 1st and goal.
1st and goal, ball just about touching the goal line, just inches. Here's the snap, handoff, and a penalty flag as they go in for the touchdown. False start, though, is going to be called against UMA.
False start on the offense. Got 1st down, 5.
1st down and goal just across the 5-yard line. Ball on the 5-yard line. They were right there in the right next to the end zone. So 1st and goal at the 5. They'll hand off and hitting the backfield, brought down Harlan Mack back there with Bryson Adair. Good defensive stop. Second and goal. Looks like maybe a slight loss on the play. UMA's running back is really struggling. I don't think he's going to get off the field. We'll have an injury timeout as they let him get off the field. Two receivers to the far side for the Marauders. Here's a snap. Quarterback looking to pass. He'll throw, and it is low, incomplete.
Incomplete pass. Third down and goal.
Coverage there coming from Jacob Camacho. He was there with the offensive player. So 3rd and goal at the 6 coming up. Third and goal at the 6. Monticello secondary unit trying to get another defensive stop. Done it twice. Here's an all-out blitz from the Buckaroos. Pass is thrown and incomplete. Man was open, but some good pressure on the quarterback. Make it 4th and 6 coming up for UMA. 70 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Ten seconds left on the play clock. See if they get their play off. 4th and 6. Here's a snap. They'll let the play go, and looking, throwing to the end zone, and jump man high, gets the ball. Touchdown, UMA. 49-29.
Touchdown. I have no regrets.
Point after try coming for the Marauders. It's 49-29 is the score. And the snap is fumbled, and tackle made, so point after try is no good. Score remains 49-29. We'll take a break here from a sponsor and be back on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live.
For over 75 years, San Juan Health has offered top medical care in Blanding, Monticello, and Spanish Valley. Visit sanjuanhealth.org for our services. San Juan Health, chasing perfection since 1947.
San Juan Credit Union, providing exceptional financial products in southeastern Utah for over 60 years, is proud to support our local high schools. With branches in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff, along with an ATM in Montezuma Creek, access to those products is easier than ever. San Juan Credit Union offers checking and saving accounts, bill pay, a wide array of loans, and much more, all on a full-service website and mobile app. Plus, they're federally insured by the National Credit Union Association. San Juan Credit Union, your money, your future, your credit union.
Ready to own a home across Utah or Colorado? The Britt Barton team at Primary Residential Mortgage, with over 30 years experience, delivers custom loans, great rates, and friendly advice. Sit with Britt and begin your journey today. Primary Residential Mortgage Incorporated is an equal housing lender, MLS number 3094.
Welcome back. Friday Night Lights, Red Rock 92, StreamUtah.live. Again, a 20-point lead for the Buckaroos. 66 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. There's the kick, and it'll knuckleball out of bounds. John Lieber walks along with it, make sure it gets out of bounds. So 1st and 10 for the Buckaroos.
The flag on the kickoff.
Ball will be spotted at the 35 as Monticello will take over on offense. Zamian Lopez, Noah Diltz, Tristan Burtonshaw, front line, Jackson Breedlove. Two receivers on that far side. Cash Young's looking that far side. He's throwing deep. Incomplete. He had both Brant Mack and Arturo Gutierrez running down the field. 2nd and 10 coming for the Bucks. Second and 10 for the Buckaroos, same formation. Gutierrez and Brant Mack on that far side. Now throwing that near side to Cash Mack. Cash Mack's got 10 yards, 11 yards, and a first down. Here's a pass, now a run. Cash Young will keep it himself and run. See where they spot him out. Looks like a gain of 5 for Cash. Ball now on the 49-yard line. Monticello going quick. Again, that formation. And they'll send Cash Mack in motion and hand to him. Cash cuts it up, now back out. Mack still going and finally brought down at the 37-yard line. So what is that, a gain of 12? Nice run from Cash Mack. 1st and 10 for the Buckaroos again. They're going fast. 18 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Cash Young will keep it himself. And tackled high, brought down. Gain of about 5 for Cash. That'll end the 3rd quarter. Monticello on the move. Leading 49-29. The offense trying to find a rhythm here. So we get the 4th quarter coming up next here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live.
Pain or injury sidelining you? Precision Rehab restores you and your loved ones back to peak performance with physical therapy in Monticello, Blanding, Montezuma Creek, and Monument Valley. Covered by most insurances. Call 435-678-3869 or visit precisionrehabutah.com.
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
Welcome back. Friday Night Lights on Red Rock 92, StreamUtah.live. Monticello with a 20-point lead and the ball. See what the Bucks have here. Send Arturo in motion. Comes back the other way. Here's Cash Young getting the snap, looking to pass. Steps up, throws across the middle, and he's got Brant Mack. Brant pulling back. Yeah, and there's going to be a hold there on Jackson Breedlove.
There's a flag on the play.
Jackson trying to spring Brant Mack free. Brant's going to get a good completion. So penalty is going to bring it back Should still be a first down, so end up being a gain of 12 is what the yardage ends up squaring out to. Here's a snap. Cash Young looking to pass. He's going to throw to Arturo, a screen all the way. And Arturo is going to look to get the end zone. Oh, and they're going to call another penalty late. Another hold, I think, is going to be the call. As Arturo gets into end zone. So 10-yard penalty from the spot. I believe that'll end up making it a 1-yard gain. So 1st and 9 coming up for the Buckaroos. Cash Young in the gun. Gets a snap, looking to throw, pumps. Now steps up, thinks about running. And here goes Cash Young down to the 10 and out of bounds inside the 10. 1st and goal coming up for the Buckaroos. .11:21 remaining in the game. 1st and goal at the 9. Young quarterbacking. Here's the snap. Young looking to pass. Surveying, throws a crosser to Arturo Gutierrez, who will walk into the end zone. 9-yard touchdown for Arturo from Cash Young. Opens up scoring in the second half for the Buckaroos. Makes the score 55-29. Point after try to come. 11:15 remaining in the game. So point after try. Kick is up and through for John Lieber. Monticello adds to their score. 56-29. We'll take a break and be back.
When you or your loved ones need care at home, trust Rocky Mountain Home Care. Our experienced team provides skilled nursing, physical therapy, personal care services, and compassionate hospice care. Our mission is simple. We are dedicated to helping patients stay safe, comfortable, and independent in the place they call home. Rocky Mountain Home Care, caring for your family like our own.
Welcome back. 11:15 remaining in the fourth quarter. Monticello leads 56-29. And here's the boot from Lieber. This one's a good kick. He's going to get it down to the 15-yard line. UMA looking to return. And tackle made by Brant Mack. Good coverage. Late penalty. I thought I saw, looks like that Miles Coleman was being held. But, yeah, it looks like the back judge got that. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty from that spot. The official threw the flag at, so move it back 10. First and 10 for UMA. And Monticello's first team defense is back on the field. And UMA we'll see if they get a play off. Did get 8 man on the field, and Monticello is going to force a fumble. Fight for the ball. Looks like John Lieber's in there. I think he's got better leverage. Nope, they're going to stay. It stays with UMA. But a loss on the sack on first down. So second down. Was that 14 maybe coming for UMA? And just got the play off. Getting 8 men on the field. It's McKay Nelson, Tristan Burtonshaw, Noah Diltz, down lineman for the defensive lineman for the Buckaroos. There's a snap. They'll bring that pressure. Now throwing up high, and it'll be incomplete. Arturo Gutierrez in the coverage. Third down. Nearly 15 coming up for UMA on the incomplete pass. Following that incomplete pass, I should say. Out there, Lieber, Coleman, and Gutierrez linebacking. Canyon Christensen and Brant Mack as the defensive backs. They're overloaded numbers on that near side. Here's the snap. Quarterback will keep it himself, and Canyon Christensen will make the open field tackle. Good tackling by Canyon. 6-yard gain on third down. Going to make it 4th and 9 coming up for the Marauders.
James Bolin with about a 5-yard run. Bring up 4th down and 9.
.9:30 left in the fourth quarter. Monticello looks like they'll bring pressure on 4th down. They will. All-out blitz. Throw is up in the air, and it's going to be incomplete. Muse couldn't quite track it down. Gutierrez there in coverage as well. So turnover on downs. 1st and 10 for the Buckaroos. Ball at the 27-yard line.
Turnover on down, the 1st down for Monticello.
Looks like the upperclassmen staying out on the field. Play some offense. Cash Young quarterbacking. First and 10, Monticello. Send a man in motion, fake the handoff to him, and then another handoff faked. Cash Young looking, throwing. He's going to find Canyon Christensen for the touchdown. Christensen in for 6. 27-yard strike from Cash Young to Canyon Christensen.
Touchdown for Monticello.
So my math, it gets harder when it's in these upper numbers, but I think Monticello's up 33. If they went for 2, they could get that running clock started. They are going to boot it. Incomplete. Or excuse me, no good. And Monticello will kick away. Take a break and be back here on Red Rock 92, StreamUtah.live.
At Diamond Propane, we're proud to fuel more than homes and businesses. We're proud to support our local high school athletes and the community we all call home. For dependable service and all your propane needs, choose a local company that puts its neighbors first. Call Diamond Propane today and make the switch.
Lee Collision Repair and Restoration in Blanding offers top-quality auto body and glass services. Visit us on North Grayson Parkway or call Jackson at 435-485-0069 today.
Planning a weekend project? Red's Ace Hardware in Blanding has paint, tools, grills, and yard supplies from top brands like Craftsman and Weber. Visit us for great deals and expert advice.
Welcome back. Friday Night Lights on StreamUtah.live. Monticello 62, UMA 29. Here's a deep boot. And UMA's got trouble gathering it. They will finally at the 6-yard line. And tackled inside the 5. They're going to mark him at the 6. Good team tackling there, the Buckaroos. Number 2. It's Hedrick and Canyon Christensen as well. First and 10, UMA. Ball at the 6-yard line. There's a snap, and running is the quarterback, Canyon Christensen, making the sure tackle. Out of bounds goes Sullivan. Second down. And about 4 yards maybe to go for UMA. There's a snap low, picked up. Quarterback rolling the other way now. Going to be met by Arturo and John for a loss. Down to the 7-yard line. Arturo ripped it away after the whistle, walked into the end zone. .45 left in the game. Monticello up 62-29. Camp Williams to the ball, gets a snap, looking to pass. The throw is up and incomplete. Fourth down coming for the Marauders. Back to the end zone. See if they punt or if they're going to try and... Yeah, they're going to line up to punt. Arturo Gutierrez back deep to receive. And Camp Williams back, ready to punt. Arturo at the 45, ready to receive. Here's a snap. Punt is up, nearly blocked. And it'll jump, go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Got a penalty thrown on this near side, and the official, I think maybe it might be a sideline warning. Penalty on the sideline. So we'll see what the call is. Unsportsmanlike called on the sideline, so a 15-yard penalty. The punt was inside the 30, so it's going to be very short field for the Buckaroos to try and get a running clock going here in the fourth quarter. First down and 10 at the 14-yard line for the Buckaroos. Cash Young gets a snap, hands off up the middle. It's Miles Coleman. He's going to go in for 6. 14-yard run for Miles Coleman. And the touchdown.
Monticello touchdown.
Makes the score 68-29. Point after try to come. Low snap. Arturo will look to throw, and it's a little high.
PAT is no good.
And so point after try, no good. We'll take a break, hear from a sponsor, and be right back.
Here at Utah Naval Health System, our mission statement is we exist to improve your quality of life through comprehensive, self-empowered, culturally sensitive, and amazing customer service.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, Energy Fuels is a proud supporter of high school athletics within our communities.
Welcome back. Here's the boot after the touchdown. And who's going to get there first? Looks like UMA did cover it up. Jackson Breedlove making a beeline for it. UMA does cover it. It looked like it was headed out of bounds, so I understand watching it a little bit, but you got to be ready to cover it up too. So first and 10 UMA. 4 minutes, 45 seconds of real time left in this game. And secondary unit back out there for the Buckaroos. Here's a snap. Handoff up the middle. Good rush. Gain of about 9 yards on first down. Second down and 1 coming. Run up the middle. A couple of Buckaroos helping gain tackle there. Saw Diego Cortez in there, along with Lucas Morrison. First down for UMA. 2:45 left. Again, clock just ticking. Underclassmen out there for the Buckaroos as the older players join a breather. Here's a snap and run by the quarterback. Number 10 finishing off that run, Bryson Adair, in on the tackle. Gain of 1. Again, these broadcasts are made possible by a bunch of sponsors. They include Westcott Motors, providing San Juan County with quality, affordable vehicles. You can view their inventory at westcott-motors.com. Napa Motor Parts, get everything you need at their stores in Blanding and Monticello. Flights Gymnastics, a proud supporter of local sports and a great start for your kids. Diamond designs a wide variety of quality products, and they can customize and personalize them all. 2nd down and 7. Here's a snap. Looking to pass, stepping up, and now looking to run, and Buckaroos making the tackle there. Looks like I think that's Diego Cortez on the tackle. Dependable Auto, Brad Stoddard and crew get the job done at Dependable Auto Repair in Monticello. Jones and DeMille Engineering, from infrastructure to quality of life, engineering the future of rural communities. Four Corners Regional Care Center, a skilled nursing and rehab facility in a comfortable caring setting. Crowley Construction, dirt work, road construction, driveways, any job big or small, give us a call. Creative Floors, taking care of the floor corners, located in Blanding. And Desert River Credit Union, for people not profit, as well as a bunch of other sponsors you've heard throughout the night. They make these broadcasts possible. Not everyone can make it up to Saratoga Springs in early August, and we're glad that we're here to bring you the game. As a man in motion for the Marauders, they'll pitch it to that man, and now hit reverse field the other way. And lose one tackler, not the others. Not sure who all was in on that tackle. Looked like Lucas Morrison and Diego Cortez, maybe off the bottom of the pile. I like the pursuit from Xander Johnson, though, as well. That backside. I don't know if he actually grabbed him, but nice work from the defensive lineman on that backside pursuit. 20 seconds left in the game. Five seconds. This will be the last play of the game, barring a penalty. Looking to pass, loading up, throwing downfield, and it'll be caught. And still going. Monticello thought the buzzer meant it was over, but Muse is going to get it in for the touchdown. 54-yard touchdown. Close out the game. 68-35 is the final. See if they let them do the point after.
Great way to end it for our Marauders.
Yeah, and with the point after try not being consequential, there will not be one. So Monticello gets the win here in Saratoga Springs at Westlake High School. You'd like to beat the 6A Thunder, but we'll take a win over the Utah Military Academy Camp Williams. Buckaroos get their first win of the season in their first game. Marauders drop to 1-1 on the year. And the Buckaroos and Marauders will line up to shake hands. And that'll do it for this evening. Again, we're going to see if we can grab a player or two to do some post-game interviews. We'll see we do post-game scoring summary. I'm afraid, folks, I'm not going to be able to keep up with stats. I'll do my best, I guess. I'll tell you that much. So I'll give that a shot. We'll take a break and be back again. It's Friday Night Lights here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live.
Buying, selling, or refinancing. Trust Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Southeastern Utah's only locally owned title company, serving San Juan and Grand counties for over 25 years. Visit us today.
Blue Mountain Foods, Monticello's hometown grocer, offers fresh meat, deli, bakery, and curbside pickup. Check BlueMountainFoods.com for weekly specials. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 64 West Center Street.
Empire Electric is excited to sponsor the student athletes of Monticello High School. We know sports help build athletes' character, and that carries over to the classroom. Empire Electric believes education opens opportunities, and we offer financial assistance to co-op members for higher education and vocational training. We also provide leadership growth opportunities for high school juniors through the Colorado Youth Tour and a leadership camp held in Steamboat Springs. Ask your counselor how to apply or check out eea.coop. Go Buckaroos!
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
Pain or injury sidelining you? Precision Rehab restores you and your loved ones back to peak performance with physical therapy in Monticello, Blanding, Montezuma Creek, and Monument Valley. Covered by most insurances. Call 435-678-3869 or visit precisionrehabutah.com.
All right, once again, we are final. I'm going to play a few commercials. You might have some dead air if you're watching, but we'll be back with a player or two. So you might see a few commercials, and then just hold tight with us. We'll be back with some players for the Buckaroos here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.live. All right, looks like maybe I'm not going to get that. Let's see here. I'm just going to play the close. We're not going to be done, but I want to give all of our sponsors a shout-out. So you'll give a couple shout-outs, but we're going to play that. That's the longest file I have, so you'll have something to listen to while we get squared away. Again, it's Red Rock 92, StreamUtah.live. Maybe I'll just give you, again, a quick scoring summary. Cash Mack with the opening kickoff return, 85 yards for a touchdown. Buckaroos also had a touchdown, 9-yard touchdown pass from Cash Young to Brant Mack. 71-yard run by Miles Coleman for a touchdown. Taking a look elsewhere, Damon Bunker threw a 17-yard touchdown to Jackson Breedlove. 1-yard touchdown run by Arturo Gutierrez. Cash Young to Cash Mack for an 80-yard touchdown in the first half, and then a scoop and score for Brant Mack. That closed out scored in the first half. Arturo Gutierrez caught a 9-yard touchdown pass from Cash Young. Cash Young also threw a touchdown pass to Canyon Christensen, and also Miles Coleman had a 15-yard touchdown run. So that's the scoring for the Buckaroos. Again, we're going to go ahead and play the close. We're not done. We're going to go grab... Actually, you know what? We didn't get that full interview from Coach Anderson, so I'll give you that and be back on Red Rock 92, StreamUtah.live. All right, David Boyle here with Coach Reed Anderson. We're under the Thursday night lights, Coach. Good way to start the season. Orange and black game. Tell us just your thoughts on that. You guys do this inter-squad scrimmage to start the year. What did you see from your boys this opening game or scrimmage, whatever you want to call it?
Biggest thing we saw were kids that have been working hard in the off-season in the weight room. It was very evident with their speed and their power and just the movements of their body, which ones had been in there and working their tails off and which ones hadn't. And those kids really shined today. It was kind of a testament that if you're in there and working hard, that good things will come your way. And it was really nice to see that. And for other kids to see it and be like, oh yeah, that if I want to be like that, I'm going to have to start working. So that was probably my biggest highlight of the night for those things.
Well, that's awesome. Like you say, I mean, you do all this work in the off season and get ready to showcase it. And so these kids got that chance tonight. And like you say, they showed where they're at and opportunity for growth. Let's talk about the season up ahead. You guys last year, it's the first time you haven't made the title game in 8-player football. Of course, you had a really tough schedule playing some Colorado teams and Milford came in and was quite an explosive team. So where do you feel like you guys figure in as you start this new season?
It's going to be, that was, I think we got a little bit complacent as coaches and players and the program as a whole that, hey, we probably could just deserve to be there. And that was a good wake-up call to be like, you still have to put a lot of effort in to make it back there. And I think there's a lot of kids that have put in a lot of mental training. I mean, we can take Cash Young, who had to start that playoff game, that semifinal game against Milford. And from that game to tonight, he is very much in command of the offense. As I stood out there reffing that game, I did not have to give him suggestions, and he was very much in command of what protections he wanted. He'd align his running backs where he wanted them for protection calls, and that is something that shows me he's mastered what we're trying to accomplish when I can kind of give him the reins and let him make those choices to what he sees and to best fit what the team needs in the last moment. And so things like that, we've had quite a few players develop that mental capacity of studying and understanding what we're trying to do. And that has been a focus this year, is training us mentally to what's our task. We're not worrying about the outcome. We're worrying about the moment and the task at hand. What skills do I need to develop to accomplish my task and kind of let the score take care of itself? And we've seen quite a few kids do that tonight.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. We mentioned you mentioned Cash, and I kind of like to go through position by position or position group. So again, he's sounds like he's taken on that mental load and figured out the planning and the dissecting part of the game. How do you feel like he's looking physically coming into this year?
Pretty good. I think he's kind of realized I can be a runner, and he's got a lot of fast receivers out there. So leaving him by himself with the line means he can get away. He's much more nimble that way. And so we can use our speed a lot more. We don't have, we lose people like Tommy Morrison or Tavin, some of our other bigger linemen. And so this year's going to have to be a lot more use our speed, use our size, our small size to kind of get where we want to go. And we have a lot of guys that can fit that role with Brant Mack and Cash Mack and Miles, Jackson Breedlove. We've got quite a few kids that can fulfill that speed role, and even with all of them out there. And I think that has helped, and Cash can get away from guys in the backfield and make throws. He does really good on the run. He likes to throw on the run. And so our goal has also been for our receivers, hey, you need to make good cuts and good routes. And we're starting to see that. We saw some kids tonight make some really good stems on their routes and get wide open for some good, easy balls for the quarterback to make. So that all has been very good to see.
Yeah. You talk about that receiving core and that speed, of course. Cousins, Brant Mack, and Cash Mack, they're part of that 4x1 team that took second to say they got a ton of speed. And it's been good to see. So he'll be throwing balls to them. Who else is going to be passing to?
Well, of course, Arturo, and he's obviously a guy. He's our utility guy. He can play running back. He can play receiver. He can play tight end. He can kind of go anywhere you need. And you saw that tonight. We put him in a lot of different situations because of his speed and his size and his strength. He also has a very good command. He's like Cash, where he knows all those positions, so you can put him anywhere. And then you got a couple young sophomores. I mean, Grant is coming along. He's still really raw, and things are still really rough around the edges, and we're going to work on. We've been really working on him and harping on him to polish those things, and he is, I think,
Friday Night Lights is a production of Red Rock 92 Sports and StreamUtah.live. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, San Juan Building Supply, Blue Mountain Foods, Bradford Tire, Desert Rivers Credit Union, San Juan School District Adult Education, Diamond Propane, Four Corners Homes, Countywide Realty, Knowles Home Furnishings, Lee Collision Repair and Restoration, Creative Floors, Monson's Quality Meat Processing, Soil Four Corners, Holiday Construction, San Juan Health, Crowley Construction, Northern Electric, San Juan Insurance, Dependable Auto Repair, Precision Rehab, Red Mechanical, San Juan School District CTE Programs, Diamond Designs, Blue Mountain Hospital, Energy Fuels, San Juan Public Health, Rocky Mountain Home Care, Emory Telcom, Red's Ace Hardware, Canyonlands Tire, Empire Electric, Flights Gymnastics, Utah Navajo Health System, Utah State University Blanding, San Juan Pharmacy, Four Corners Regional Care Center, Jones & DeMille Engineering, Napa Motor Parts, San Juan Credit Union, Primary Residential Mortgage, and Westcott Motors. We're the home of live high school sports coverage in southeastern Utah, Classic Hits Radio, Red Rock 92, and StreamUtah.live.